Today on Car Trucks, and we've made it to the first field of the Audlem Festival of Transport in the 1924 Dodge. We all packed in, roof up. We haven't actually seen it on the channel with the roof up because the weather is questionable. I've got my waterproof coat on. Anyway, what's going to happen is all the cars will amass in this one field here, and then we'll go on a little run around the town of Audlem, and then we'll go to another field. I think for now I'll just have a quick look around some of the cars around here. On the front row here, two regulars are these Frog Eye Sprites, a very smart Citroen. That's lovely, that. Nice to see a few things that are proper old. We've got a Caterham and a few other sporty things. Quite a late Mini. This is one of the British Leyland built ones. Ford Prefect. It's got lots of additional trim. Got the little, I don't know what those are called, but the little covers and the sun visor and the clip-on white walls, I believe those are. Very nice car that is. Lots of period accessories on there. Absolutely huge Pontiac Catalina. And over there, I actually forgot that one existed. I didn't even notice. A very nice Singer Vogue. Do you like the look of those cars? That's a lovely two-tone example. There's a Ford Pop over there as well. Not the Anglia like ours. The Anglia is the posh one, you see. Ford Pop's the sort of later baseline model. Our one is a Bakelite dashboard, as that is a steel dashboard, sorry. Nice bull nose, and a quite nice Prefect, I believe that's, is that the E93? No it isn't, that's the 493A I think. We used to have an E93A which had these separate headlights, but this is the later one which I think is the E493A, with the lights and the wings unlike our one. And that one was black, also. Another very smart little Ford Popular. A lovely Rover. I always go on about how much I like these just post-war saloons, on sports saloons as well, with the lower roofline, but I believe that's just a normal saloon. Nice sounding engines in those as well. Right, what next? We've got a Jag XK and a very, very nice Morris van. That's the J-Type. Have a look at that once the XK's gone past. A lovely, lovely van. Look at the interior. Very, very clean inside there. A few classic commercial vehicle models in there. This feels at the wheel. What a lovely little van this is. I think I can hear something else coming in. Very nice Jaguar. It's a Mark 9 that one, and a little Anglia. Over here is something else that's pre-bought. This very, very nice Austin. Is it a 10.4 I believe? Something like that. Also with its roof up, like our Dodge. Yeah, this has got the optional side windows as well, which we do have for our Dodge, but we just haven't put them on today. So we've got the open sides. Got the interior, all very, very shiny and Art Deco in there. This is a lovely example of this one. Absolutely gorgeous car. I think this is actually a little bit bigger than a 10, so maybe it's actually an Austin 12, this one. Very ornate door handles as well. Yes, that's the sort of thing I noticed. Anyway, over here we got this very nice Jaguar XJ Series 3. Riley RM. This is the RME. A little bit of information about there. This one's from 1955. A 1.5 litre twin overhead cam engine. I do like these Rileys. Very, very graceful car. Got quite a bit coming in now. I'll just cross over quickly. Triumph Stag in yellow. Stands out quite a bit. And that's an MGB Roadster, looking good on the painted spoke wheels, also with the roof up, and also the Stag with the roof up. This MGB GT, has to have its roof up because it's not a convertible. It's a very nice chrome bumper example. I do like this. Another MGB Roadster. This is one of the later ones with the Ross style wheels. MG Magnets. I absolutely love the design of these. Very nice wheels. I do like the steel wheels of these. Very, very lovely car, that one. Really love this as those. And behind all those is a Jaguar F-Type. Quick look at this, quite an early Capri. This says 1300L on the side, so that'll be a 4-cylinder engine in there. Okay, there's something behind me. A bay window VW camper van. I do like the shape of these Capris. This is obviously one of the early ones with the different front. Then we've got this MGTF. Very nice Mark II Jaguar. This is the 3.8 litre, so the largest of these straight six engines. Lovely shape of car these are. Mark II having the larger rear window and the smaller panels in between the window and the front windscreen especially. It's a lot narrower there for the Mark II, as the Mark I had a 3.4 there and the Mark II had a 3.8 or all sorts of other engines, but the main difference is the Mark II had a largely different body. It's a very, very nice on that. From a Spider, also with its roof up, of course, Pininfarina design, very elegant and Italian. Very high up gear change lever as well. This is one of the earlier ones with the more chromed front. Some of them had sort of more plastic bumpers and got a bit big, but the early ones have to be my favourite. And there's another Capri, an XJ and an MG Midget. This is one of the later ones, the latest ones with the rubber bumper. These use the Triumph Spitfire 1500 engine, which I think upset a lot of hardcore MG enthusiasts. And what's the servo is a standard, I believe. Not quite sure what this one even is. Please let me know in the comments. Badge look like a standard on the front. Not sure about that one, it looks absolutely lovely. The XK, that's one of the earlier ones. Pontiac Firebird. Ullman Imp. A Triumph TR7 Sprint, that's quite a rare variant. Triumph Spitfire 1500, the last of the Triumph Spitfires. This was the car that had the engine that went in the latest of the MG Midgets and Spridgets. There's a split window over there. Moggy Minor, that's one of the later ones with the larger rear lights. Same can be said for this very nice brown example. Very lovely car. Over here is a Citroen 2CV, this is also quite a late one. An XR3i Cabriolet. These Fords are pretty crazy money now. Pairing of very nice MGAs, I do like these. This one's got the very patriotic flags and a little is it like front badge bar type thing? They'd put your AA and RAC badges and stuff like that. This one doesn't have one of those, but has some very, very nice little Lucas spot lamp and fog lamp on there. Lovely shape of car these are, I think. I like the interior as well, very, very nice. Surprisingly small actually, but they're actually comfortable, I'd imagine. MG V8. Don't see that many of these, but yes, these are powered by a V8 engine. One of the latest MGs made, I believe. Ah, the bay window's coming back here. MGTF. MGB Roadster. This one's also got its roof up. As I said, this is the Ross style wheel design of the later ones. Also the later interior. MGTF. The TF being the one with where the sort of light came out of the front wings. Another MGB Roadster. This one's a chrome bumper. Once again, nice spot lamp and fog lamp, or maybe just two spot lamps actually. And last of all, on here we have a Capri. That's one of the later ones. Coming down, there's an MGB Roadster and another Ford of some sort. Over here is this delightful Ford Anglia. Lovely condition and interior, this one. One of the many economy cars of the 1950s and 60s, they'd still be on the road. And this one's still on the road today, of course, which is very nice to see these things being preserved. Looks like it's really original condition. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the original paint and it's just been really sort of cherished in its life, because that is absolutely amazing finish. The additional trims, I believe you could buy those from Whole Foods and other places. May even come as a special option. Very nice. Morris Bullnose over here. Nice to see something pre-warm, once again with roof up. Lovely interior there. I presume it's a central throttle, because it's the smaller pedal. Our Dodge has throttle in the middle, clutch on the left and brake on the right, so it takes a bit of getting used to. I've driven that actually as well. I've driven everything that moves. Looks some sort of Lotus here, I'm not too good with these moderns. Looks some BP, kind of looks like it's been repainted but looks very nice. That's again with a nice temperature thing on the radiator. Seen this Morris Cowley a few times before. A few Caterhams over here, and a delightful Citroen. This one's also got the side screen windows as well. Lovely car that is, also with a Shell Max and BP can on the side. The two MGAs. You can see the difference in looks. Actually, that's got an additional indicator. That one doesn't, and maybe the fuel. Actually, no, never mind. That doesn't say 1600, and that says 1600. I don't think they had a different engine, but maybe they just sort of changed the design a little bit. Very nice Model T. This one's 1925. Very jazzy seat covers in it. That's just a blanket, is it? I don't know actually. The cute little windows at the back. Not actually a sort of porthole one. That one. That's two little squares at the back. That window. Nice to see lots of pre-war cars here today. This one's got a Pratt's Perfection Spirit can on the side. Another British Leyland Mini. Austin Healey Sprite. That's quite an early example. I do like these painted spoke wheels with the knockoff spinners. Just get a sort of soft rubber mallet or wood and then just knock that off together and wheel off. What a lovely car that is. Quite an early Isetta here because it's got the one wheel at the back. As the later one sort of had two little ones crammed there. So this one at the Milkus Evening Meet, very nice little car. And next to that I got a kit car, the twin exhaust at the back made me think maybe based on a Triumph GT6. Looks like a Triumph interior to me. Certainly sounded like a straight six, the Triumph having the 2 litre straight six. And beyond that is a Z3, this is the 2.8 straight six engine, sounds very nice. Another MGB Roadster with the red roof, stands out a bit, also with the knockoff spinners. As does this MGB Roadster here, very nice example. Then we got a very late rubber bumper example here, similar to one our one at home. Our one's also green, but our one's left-hand drive. This one's got overdrive, you can just see on the gear lever there, maybe you can just see a little flick switch. Overdrive's basically just like a longer gear for cruising. Usually, if this is 4-speed, it'll probably be on 3rd and 4th overdrive. You don't have overdrive for each gear. Nice MG, I believe this is a TD, having these solid wheels instead of the spoked ones, which the earlier ones had. Once again, nice lights on the front. Nice little Prefect. Seen this one around quite a bit. And a Renault 21, wow, that's rare. On the XJ, if they like a little Austin 7, I'll just go around this very nice Jaguar. This is one of the early Austin 7s, not the Ruby. This one has the flat radiator at the front, so it qualifies as vintage because vintage is manufactured in 1930 or older, I believe. So these are eligible for VSCC, which values them a little bit more than the Austin Ruby. I still like the Ruby a lot though. Then we've got this Mini 850 here. Once again, very, very nice example. Next to that is a very nice minivan, the Austin having the different grille at the front. Like the little steel wheels on that and hubcaps, they look very nice. Got quite a late steering setup there, that's interesting. Mark 1 backlights as well, but the steering wheel is sort of new. I don't know if that says Austin and it's got a British Leyland logo, so I'm not sure what the deal with that is. VW, that's a nice steering wheel in there. Very nice VW. This is one of the later ones with the more upright headlamps and larger chrome bumper at the front. Mark 1 MX-5 and a Jaguar XK. Over here we are parked up in the 1924 Dodge Tourer. Next to that is a very large Daimler. Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit. These are more cars to be driven in and not to drive. Nice to see them on the road still. I believe this is an Austin A60. All very, very nice. What a lovely little van that is. You can probably sleep in it, but I don't think that's what it's being used for. Beyond that, a little Vauxhall Viva. I'll have to go around this delightful little Austin. Next is the Pontiac Catalina. Beyond that is the E493A Ford Prefect. The later one, as I said, having the lights in the wing as our E93A, which sadly we don't have anymore. Had these separate lights, which is a bit older. Very nice car that is. Very similar to the Ford Popular and Ford Anglia, but different in its own way. Speaking of Ford Populars, here's one. I'll show you the metal dashboard in these. Anglia, as an E494A, this is a 103E, but the E494A Anglia would have had a more Bakelite dashboard. Well, I know it because we have one. It's still a really nice little car. The Anglia would have been a bit earlier. All sorts of little differences around there, such as larger headlights on the Anglia. Popular was more of an economy, as the Anglia was the posh one. Still not a luxury car by any means. Very nice Rover. Rover 16, this one, once again with the nice lights on the front. I do like these just post-war saloons. Next to that is quite a new XK. Very nice Jaguar Mark 9. You could easily mistake this for a Bentley or Rolls Royce, but no, this is a Jaguar Mark 9. I believe this one's automatic as well. Yeah, this is automatic. Gear selector, just got the column shift on there. It's a lovely car that is. Saw it at the Alton Park Gold Cup yesterday. There's the Morris Minor van. One of the later ones with the larger indicators at the front. It's a lovely little van. I do like to see these commercial vehicles, especially these smaller commercial vehicles like Moggy Minor pickups and vans, being preserved. Nice to see this one still on the road, as these things would have been abused at the time, but looks like this one's in really good condition. It's been taken care of. It's the Sunbeam Talbot Tourer with roof up. Lovely interior on this one. Next up is an MGTF and a British Leyland Era Mini. You can see the later Minis would have had that different badge at the front, and they would have had larger lights in the back. The Mark II onwards had these large lights, as the Mark I only had the sort of smaller lights there. This is the Mark III, I believe. I'm not too good with. I'm good with Mark I and Mark II, but Mark III onwards I'm not too brilliant with. Very nice Lanchester LD10. I do like those cars. Very nice. Triumph Stag. Dad's filming me. Hello. MG Magnet. I believe these are called the ZA, but I really, really like these. Lovely looking car in my opinion. Very nice interior in there. Lovely steering wheel, isn't it? Look at that. It's brilliant, isn't it? You can tell how much I like these Magnets because they are just a brilliant looking car, I think. Sort of a saloon car with maybe a bit of a sporty edge, especially those wheels. They always look really good on those. Rostells on the MGB Roadster. Then we got this chrome bumper era MGB GT. Also with the earlier interior and with the steering wheels that I love. I like the MG logo on that. It's a very nice car, this one. This is the MGB with the 4-cylinder, and probably 9 out of 10 of these, probably 99 out of 100 of these are the 4-cylinder B, but you did have the MGC, which had a hump in the bonnet to accommodate the 6-cylinder engine, and then you had the MGB V8 as well, which was obviously a V8, but no, this is just the normal MGB, and this is probably what you'd see most of the time. Next to that is a very nice MGB Roadster. This has got the later interior as well, very nice painted knockoff wheels. Hankelow's on its way in. Over here already a few commercial vehicles have turned up. So you've got this very nice Bedford in the Royal Navy livery. He's got his boat with him as well. That's nice, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, it is cool. Looks like an enlarged dinky toy. Sort of nice chunky design, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that, isn't it? I'm going to move in front of your photo. Here's the boat on the back. And then over here is a very nice AEC Mercury with a Fordson tractor on the back. See this one quite a lot, especially the Cheshire run. Got the early Fordson Major in the back as well. See this one quite a lot. I really do like these AECs. And over here, is this a Morris Commercial or something maybe? Not sure, I'm not too brilliant with my military stuff. Ah yes, Morris Commercial Club, so I'd imagine this is a Morris Commercial military truck. And over here is an ERF. Quite the contrast between those two. Fiat 600, no, not a 500, that has the larger beetle back shape. See that one around quite a bit. Very, very nice little Italian car. This HC Viva's just come in. That's nice. Here's the delightful little HA Viva, the HA being just a different shape really. This is a 1300 SL, so I presume that's a 1.3 litre engine. Nice little original Vauxhall mud flaps in there as well. It's nice to see these little pone modifications like that. Fiat 600, and then we've got this very nice Lanchester LD10. Jaguar coming in. Very nice XK, but here's the Lanchester LD10. Very nice. If you want to read the information, just pause the video. It's a lovely car that is. One thing that I do love about these Lanchesters, we have had them in the past, is the very, very satisfying bonnet release. But yeah, that's a lovely car, isn't it? Very, very nice. You can tell how much I like these old Lanchesters, can't you? I think they've sort of slipped through the net of a lot of sort of cars of this era. Not many people know about these. Over here is this a Mini Moke. You don't see many of these. I believe it is. This is a real rare. Oh, there's a Tribe GT6 coming in. Here's the Mini Moke next to the Rover and a Hankelow just over there. A few more things coming now, including this very purposely modified Mark 1 Cortina, followed by Jaguar XK. That's nice. I did see a Triumph GT6, so I'll see if I can spot that coming in. Is it somewhere around there? There's a Mark 3 with the cut-off tail. In the meantime, a Cortina Estate, Mark 1 Mazda MX-5, and Mercedes and XK. Got a few things waiting up there. Including a Gilburn V6. That's one of the later ones which had the V6. Anyway, Cortina. A late-ish Beetle. There's the Mark 1 Cortina GT. Looks like a bit of a rally car, a bit modified. And we've got this wonderful Jaguar XK.
What a wonderful machine.
This is the XK 140. Right, what's coming in now? We've got a Frog Eye Sprite, Vice Minor, Triumph TR3, Jeep, Triumph TR6 behind. That'll be an injected 2.5 straight six engine. You can tell I like my Triumphs and I know my stuff about them certainly. Wow, a Lotus Esprit. Roger Moore has arrived. Roger Moore's arrived in this Lotus Esprit. There's the TR6, there's the TR3 parks here. I did see a GT6 somewhere, but I haven't seen it yet. And it's a cool looking car, isn't it? Wow, that's nice. I don't even know what that is. I think it might be a BSA, maybe? Definitely pre-war, very, very nice. E-Type, I believe that's a Series 2. And Morris 8 Tourer, that's very nice. And there's the Triumph GT6 2 litre straight six. This one's on wire wheels as well with the knockoff spinners. I think they do look a bit better with those. Mark 3 being the latest, wonderful sounding engine. And a very nice Alpha Spider. That's the second one that we've seen. And this is the MGC, as you can see. It's got the hump in the bonnet for the 6-cylinder engine. A very nice sounding car. Lovely sounding car that. A Gilburn V6. That MGC really does sound very nice. What's going on here? Hello. Got a very modified looking Fiat. This is a 500, the smaller back. And an Ashley. Wow, I love these things. What a wonderful looking car that is. I'm sure Dad will be going mad about it. Very nice sounding car that. A Gilburn V6. A very nice sounding car that. A Gilburn V6. A very nice sounding car that is. What a wonderful looking car that is. I'm sure Dad will be going mad about it. Very nice sounding car that is. What a wonderful looking car that is. I'm sure Dad will be going mad about it. Very nice sounding car that is. classed as an Ashley. It's nice, that. As the bay window blocks my view, I'll have a quick look at this lovely Ashley. I do like these cars. What a wonderful shape of car that is. That's very, very nice. I believe it was based on a Ford Pop or something similar. Bath Fiat 500. Modern Mercedes. A very nice Alpha Spider. Once again, one of the earlier ones with the more chrome front. Seen this one quite a few times. And we got this fantastic GT6 Mark III. These look so much better with the knockoff spinners. A wonderful sounding engine, 2 litre straight 6, twin exhausts at the back. I believe that kit car over there, I can just say it was based on one of these, and to be honest, I think I prefer this. What a lovely looking car that is. Very, very nice sounding one as well. Small interior but comfortable. This one doesn't have overdrive, no little flick on the gear stick. It's a lovely car that is. Also got some period correct Triumph wood flaps. I've been trained to notice these little things. You can tell how much I like these, can't you? Morris 8 Tourer, it's very, very nice. Nice to see lots of pre-war cars here today. And then we have a Morris Minor Tourer, not the Morris Minor post-war, but we have a Morris Minor, which is the pre-war, which is a sort of bit of a smaller Morris 8. This is the Morris 8, which is a bit larger. This one's obviously a Tourer because it's got the convertible roof. Series 2 E-Type. Still got the 4.2 litre straight 6 that the Series 1 had. And then the Series 3 went to the V12. Very pretty car. And then now, what's this? I believe this is a BSA. Ah yes, BSA. They did make a few cars before the war, but that's a really interesting thing. December 1934 tax disc there. I do like that. That's a really rare car. Lovely interior there as always. It's in really nice condition, usable, and I don't know if it's original, but it really is very nice. These are things that are really rare. Lucas King of the Road lamps, I presume. Yeah, they're Lucas King of the Road, but BSA made a few cars like this before the war, but very, very interesting to see something like this. Very nice looking car. I'm not sure what engine it might be, a 4-cylinder or maybe even a straight 6. I haven't really heard it a lot, so I don't know, but very, very nice. It's the Lotus Esprit with the Lotus 4-cylinder engine just on show through there. And Modern Minor van and a motorbike. Got the world champion thing there. Of course, Roger Moore drove one of these and went like under the ground because there was a helicopter trying to shoot him. Not under the ground, under the sea, I mean, sorry. Went into like water in that famous sort of water design. I can't remember what film it was. It was one of the Roger Moore ones. Triumph TR6. The large TR6 wheels, which actually look good on other cars such as like Cambridge's. They really do look good, but this one has the 2.5 litre injected straight 6. The TR5 had a different back, but the TR6 was a lot sort of crisper lines, which fitted with the back sort of cut off back of the Triumph 2000, and then it would have been the later Mark IV Spitfires and the Mark III GT6. They all had this cut off tail design. So sort of the TR6 was designed to suit that. And a very crisp looking car, I think these are. Next, that is a very nice little Jeep. I've been told by Mum, predictably, that there's a very nice horse over here. No, it's not the sort of thing I'd feature on my channel, but I want to keep her happy. There's the horse everybody's going crazy about. Is that Shire horse? Not too good on that sort of thing. I like cars, not horses, but I've been told to look at that. We've got this Ford Thunderbird here, and a Porsche behind. Massive thing that, isn't it? Very, very nice. Very stereotypical America as well. We've got this turbo era Porsche 911 Targa. Of course with the flat 6 engine. And wow, is this a shower bank? I think it's the shower bank design, which is a sort of pre-war bus, 1920s. This is actually an Albion, this one. Wow, just have a look at the front, how the side. Wow, that's so cool, that. I love how sort of simple these things are. I mean, look underneath, there's not much going on there. You just got your diff. Maybe is that the bottom of a gearbox or a drive shaft or something? Really, really simple. I love how sort of horizontal the steering wheel is. Lovely interior. It's great to see something like this preserved. A lot of these cars had, or shower bank bus things, were quite wooden as well. You can see the simple push steering design sort of thing. Simple leaf springs. Very nice logo on the back of the lamp. It's fantastic to see something like this. It's amazing, that. Lovely Rolls Royce. Like the design of the exhaust on that. Have you seen the shower bank thing? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? That is really, really rare. Very clean looking MGB Roadster. Austin Lego Vanden Plas. The TVR Wedge. Oh, hold on, there's more. That's not the Rover V8, the 3.5 litre V8. Is this an early Lada? I'll have to look at the back, but it's something Russian. Yeah, that's a Lada. Definitely have to have a look at that. That's a really rare sight. Another Ford Prefect. And just down there is a Mark III Cortina. Very nice Rover P4. What a lovely car that is. Oh, hello. Over here is the absolutely massive Ford T-Bird. Very, very cool, that, isn't it? Very quintessentially American. Porsche Carrera. And a very, very, very nice Rolls Royce. What a lovely interior that is. Look like aircraft sort of instruments, don't they? Lovely interior in there. I mentioned the exhaust on the back of this Rolls Royce to Dad, and it's got the little fishtail design. Very, very nice. Of course, not much sound coming out there. These Rolls Royces are really, really quiet. Beyond that is the Pininfarina designed Peugeot 406, then MGB Roadster, the Vanden Plas 1500 based on the Austin Allegro, Wedge TVR 350i, Rover V8. Here is the amazing Lada. Of course, Russian built. These were built like tanks. Pretty brutal, but also strong. That's a real rarity. CCTV badge on there. That's so rare, that one. Beyond that is the Prefect with white walls once again. Mark III Cortina GXL, that's quite a high spec one. Very lovely Rover 75, and then we've got a Rover P4 shape. Lovely little car that is. Toyota MR2 or Mr. 2, put it on the back. AC replica Cobra. Very nice little Austin D Sprite. That's a really nice Alvis, that's quite a local one. Wow, over here's a Saab Turbo. Dad really wants one of these. Well, I don't think he'd pay what they're worth, but he does really, really like them. Something, the little four-cylinder in there. These are really good in this sort of overtaking range, sort of 30 to 60. One of the fastest cars of the 80s. Really, really cool things, I think. Interesting shape as well. All these Saabs of this era, the Saab 99 and 900. All really wacky looking cars, and I really like them. 1275 GT Mini, a Fiat Punto Sporting. That's really rare. Porsche 924. On the end, there's an MGB Roadster and a Royal Enfield bike with sidecar. I like the Brooklands little screen on that. Lovely bike and sidecar. Next to the Triumph TR4 is a Clan. These are really, really rare. The Clan Crusader. 875cc engine, 1972 this one's built. These are really, really rare. This one's quite a well-known local one for me. Got the little wolf races there as well. One of the smallest set of wolf race wheels I've ever seen. Actually no, I did see one in a Reliant van, which was quite small, but anyway, a very, very nice clan. Just to clear up a bit of confusion, this is a 1934 Standard 10 Deluxe. So it was a standard just as I thought. There's a caterer rolls in. Only a standard here I believe, so it's very, very nice to see one, especially you don't see ones like these. Maybe you'd see like a standard 10 or some form of post-war standard, but you really don't see these pre-war ones. And especially of this design, you might see the occasional sort of flying 8 or flying 10 or standard 9, but you really don't see this sort of proper saloon car that's pre-war. It's very, very nice to see it. That's being nostalgic with the owners, with his very excessive hat. Very nice car. Oh hello, Austin Somerset. Dad will also be nostalgic with that because he has also owned an Austin Somerset in his time. This Alvis is quite a local one to me. It's an absolutely gorgeous car, lovely polished metal look. Very, very ornate interior as well. See this one quite a lot at all sorts of shows, and it really is very, very nice. A few more cars parked up over here, including this lovely Rolls Royce. And just beyond that is a very nice Morris Oxford. There's something big, it's that Ultima that we see around quite a bit. It's the very nice Morris Oxford. Probably prefer these to the minor. Column shift there. Very, very lovely looking car. It's quite an early one as well. And then the third Alfa Romeo 2000. I've never even seen this one before. Once again with the very high gear lever position. I've seen probably one of these before. I haven't seen this one. It's amazing that we got 3 dotted around the show here today. Nice to see them. This is also an early one with the chrome bumpers. A very nice Austin 7 here. And an Austin A40 Somerset. This is also the column shift you can see there. You just move it up and down like that and maybe backwards for reverse. I'm not quite sure. I've never driven a column shift car. But yeah, the column shift on these Austin A40s, very nice looking car. Surprisingly heavy as well actually from what I've heard. It's the Austin 7, I believe there's actually a big Ruby, big 7, something like that. I actually prefer the front of the Rubies because they're a bit sort of softer in the eyes I think. Next to that is a Sunbeam Alpine on the Wolf Race wheels. Very nice little sports car. And over here is a Corsair Crayford, the Crayford being the convertible. You can see the little Crayford over there. It's a very nice little car that. It's not a little at all actually, a very nice big car. Very typical style of interior, that style of wood, very similar to the Triumphs of the era. Dad's old A35 van is also making an appearance. Don't remember that one specifically, he's had a few in his time, but yes, no, we did used to own that. Here's another Corsair, next to the Corsair Crayford, the convertible one of course. Mark III GT6's engine on show, all 2 litres of that straight 6 engine, twin carb there. Very, very lovely sounding units. Lovely car this is. I think they always look better on the wire wheels to be honest. You can hear a few engines starting up, people are starting to get in their vehicles, so the road run must be imminent. So I think we'll all pile into Little Dodge. I like how everybody waves. It's a good atmosphere.
Quite slow, these convoys.
They are a bit slow. So many people come to watch all these cars. Hello. Porsche that we see around quite a bit. Quite an early one that, isn't it? Little Trojan parked up. Yeah, a bit slow. As well, the tractor's parked up there. Yeah, just a little bit slow, isn't it? There's a huge gap in front of this miner. He must just be going unusually slow. Hello, all the people. Oh, there we are at the second location. It's a great little event, this Audlem Festival of Transport. Dad does something filming the very nice prefab, nice little car. It's really nice how all the people wave to you, and I probably only recorded like half of it just because it's just really nice just to forget about recording and just wave to people. It's really, really nice too. And yeah, here we are in the Dodge. I've still got the electric fan on, we just leave it on a bit after because it's good. The chuggy 4-cylinder in there on the show as well. They probably won't be open for long as well. Oh, bagel, thank you very much. Anyway, yes, here we are at the second, I think. We'll join Dad and just have a little look off camera at some of the nice cars coming in. Behind the very nice Mercedes Tourer is the also very nice GT6 Mark III. This TR4A is probably one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. It's really, really beautiful. Lovely interior with the sprung steering wheel. Really, really nice car, that. Another quick look at this Ford Thunderbird, and there's a special feature that I didn't quite mention. You've got what's called the Fat Boy steering wheel, which is where you can actually see it now. It tilts out to the side so that the American owner could get out easily, which is quite an interesting little feature. Daddy used to have one of these, so he knows all about them. Column shift as well, I believe. Really quite a cool American thing. Next that is the Porsche Carrera Targa Flat 6, of course. An actually updated interior in that. There's the Clan Crusader. Then this has to be one of the best TR4As I've ever seen. Just look at the interior there. Absolutely gorgeous car this one is. Really, really nice classic sports car. Lots of people are giving our 1924 Dodge lots of attention just because it's so different. There are quite a few pre-war cars here, but none quite like this. Very few American pre-war cars here today. This really is something very different, and all the sort of young kids love it because it's just so cool, isn't it? It's just a really sort of wholesome event, this Audlem Festival of Transport. Really, really is very, very good. Dodge tour has been very popular today. There are actually quite a few cars that I haven't seen yet here, and this Triumph Mayflower is one of them. Just post-war Triumph, once again with the column shift, so it'll be like 1, 2, 3 and then backwards for reverse maybe.
Dad was driving that, he was following me.
Didn't see this huge Ford Galaxy 500 either. It's a real bit of Americana, isn't it? Next to Dad's old A35. He's just been looking at that for a while. Another very nice MGA. This is the fixed head being the hard top, which I actually think makes it look just that little bit nicer. Next to that is a Vauxhall Nova. This one looks very original. And then beyond that is a very, very crazy Ultima 6.3 litre Chevy V8 in there. Seen this run around quite a few places. Really quite a mad thing. Right, what else we got? Steve's Porsche. He organises the Commermere car meet. I haven't seen him yet actually. I will have a talk to him if I do see him. It's the 911FC, this is an American market one actually because it's left-hand drive. It's got a few extra little bits of bumper and all sorts there. It's a really very interesting car. Then here's the T-Bird again. Over here's a pairing of little rally cars. We've got this Ford Fiesta, the Martini livery. I was like looking at the interiors of these rally cars, but you can't see it because the things are reflecting off it, so there's a little trouble in there. Anyway, we've got this Mark 1 Cortina GT. This is quite a local car, we see it a lot. I saw this at Marby Merry Days among other places. This is quite a small local event, so it must be really, really close to us. Next to the Fiesta. Quick look at the BSA Golden Flash on the back of this trailer. That's actually quite an old trailer in itself, isn't it? Which is on the back of this very, very nice Rocky Minor van. This is actually, no, this isn't the Morris because this is the Austin like 500 weight or something. So no, it's not a Minor, it's the Austin 500 weight or something van. You can tell the Austin because it says Austin there, but we've also got the different grille on the Austin variants as well. Didn't see this wonderful MG Tourer before, very nice pre-war car. Love the period correct lamps on the front, got the spotlights at the front, one of them, both spotlights actually. I was thinking one of them may have been a fog lamp, but no. Lucas King of the Road, yeah they are Lucas King of the Road. What a beautiful Tourer that is, surprisingly large as well. Lovely looking interior as well. I presume that's got some sort of a straight 6 maybe. I like the little MG logo on the handles for engine cooling, that's really, really nice. Just the little things that make these cars what they are. It's a gorgeous car, isn't it? And over here, something completely the other side of the spectrum is this Dodge Charger. Very, very American. I actually quite like these. This one's an automatic. You see no clutch pedal over there. And beyond the Charger is something else very different. This Rolls Royce, which now has its engine on show. I presume it's a straight 8 maybe. They only made this variant of MGB with the receded grille for 1 year. I can't remember if it was 1973 or 74, but I think they only did it for maybe 1 or maybe 2 years. This receded grille design, so it's quite interesting to see that sort of thing. Next to that is a split window, quite a modified. It looks like a Ford Pop, but it says Anglia there. Certainly, it's more of a Ford Pop it looks like now because it's got these smaller headlights. And we've got a Jaguar XJR. This is the V8. Dad used to have a straight 6 one of these, I believe. Very nice car. And then there's Steve Porsche. Unorthodox bootload of the Clam is on show there. Very interesting car, these little things. More information about this. 350 remained. Pause the video if you want to see any of that. And then here's the gorgeous TR4. I just can't get over the interior. It's actually a really good view out of. If you just look through there, it's just an absolutely gorgeous interior. I love the sprung steering wheel, and the interiors of these old Tripes are just gorgeous things. It's one of the best ones I've seen. Trojan flyby. That was a wacky sounding thing. It's just pretty much an American trainer, I think, in World War II. So it's a trainer in America. American trainer, yeah, I thought it was.
Trojan, isn't it?
Yeah, Trojan. There's a lot here. It's a good view on this bank, actually, isn't it? This time my camera will focus, hopefully. the Audlem Festival of Transport really is a great meeting. There's sort of great atmosphere all around, especially you see half the town coming out to watch the cars driving around, which is quite nice on their little road run. And I've talked to so many nice people about their cars, and people have been asking questions. It's just been really nice event. I'd highly suggest coming if you happen to be in the northwest. At the time of the show there are lots of signposts around saying Audlem Festival of Transport, so I'd highly recommend going to this great little meet. It really is very good. It's held annually. I think I've done a video of it before, but this one's probably considerably better. It's nice to see the Anson fly past. It did fly past last year. That's the one from Slape Airfield. The Trojan fly past was scheduled, but I think the Anson might have just been a bit of an impromptu one, which was nice to see. This Mark II pretty much has everything right about it. It's the 3.8, so it's the largest engine size. It's also got the original Blue Mel's plate, which is nice to see. That's period correct. Oh, so really like these painted wire wheels. I think maybe chrome, they look a bit flashy, but painted sort of matte black or like grey like this, they really do look sporty. Gorgeous interior in there. Really lovely sounding engine as well. This really is a very nice one. Definitely one of the better ones that I've seen. It's a lovely car, this one. 4-speed gearbox. I don't know if these had overdrive, but this one doesn't. Yeah, those wheels do look really good with the shiny but not too shiny knockoff spinners. This MG Midget over here is another one of those cars which is just really lovely presented. This is the more square arch model. Some of them had the curvy arches, but this is the sort of square arch, squared off arch model. Surprisingly small actually, but it's a really lovely sports car. This of course being the latest one with the rubber bumper. As I said, these ones use the Triumph Spitfire 1500 engine and gearbox, I believe also. I wonder how many speed it is. I think it's probably full speed. It's got a later stereo in there. Very nice dashboard, view over the bonnet, all very nice. One thing that is important about these old cars, I think, is the view from the driver's seat. And this one, these and MGs, I think, have a really good sort of driver's point of view. The MG Midget, of course, being surprisingly narrow. If I had to pick, I'd probably have an MGB just instead, because they are pretty similar money, and the MGB is just that little bit bigger, but still a very nice little sports car. And this one's really well presented as well. Very clean. I think we see it for the XJ and Capri next to it. And next to that is this quite well known locally, or at least it's appeared on my videos a few times, Hillman Imp. It sounds really quite purposeful actually. Quite a few cars are heading back now, and I think soon we'll join them in the 1924 Dodge. A few things, well, I say that and look, there's no space there, but I say that and look at a row of full cars, but over there quite a few things have been leaving. I can hear engine running now, so we will join them in the 1924 Dodge soon. I've got to wrap this up quick because Mum is raring to go, putting the seat into the 24 Dodge, so please like and subscribe if you like this video. Comment below what's your favourite car, and that's all. Thanks for watching.